Alright, so I'm trying something different. Actually showing my face. Mainly because I'm running out of, I don't know, content ideas. I also have a theory that that one gets more subscribers when people can kind of see the face. The reason why I resist showing my face is not because I'm embarrassed by it or anything like that. It's because I kind of don't think people want to see my face. Like every other YouTuber out there that, you know, is just starting off, they always start with them talking into the camera, and that's the last thing I want to see is some person's face. And it's usually about a car or a motorcycle or something like that, and I don't want to see their face. And so I kind of feel like, who am I to show my face? But I think at the same token, it kind of like allows the viewer to identify with someone. I don't know. So I'm just giving this a shot and seeing how it turns out. I'm kind of curious as to whether I'll get more views or not based on just that one change. The other thing I have is the second camera, which is right here on the seat. The mic is right by the exhaust on the exterior, and I think that sounds probably the best. Ever since I got the X-pipe, that exhaust note is like really good. So all the upgrades that I've done or modifications I do like so far. I have a new mass airflow sensor on order. It should arrive tomorrow actually. I bought that through 928's RS. I really like those guys. So big shout out to them. I'll flip-flop between them and Pelican Parts. It seems like they don't always carry everything that I need, so I'll go to Pelican Parts. They're kind of like, I don't know, big box to me. They're a pretty large distributor. The other company, which is 928 International, they're okay, but I don't know. I've had a couple little issues with Mark. I mean, nothing personal, I get it, but anyways, I try to do business with 928's RS. The other thing I wanted to say was, you know, if you're like me and you watch a lot of car enthusiast channels like I don't know, Car Wow and Doug Moreno, or Moreau, I don't know how to say his last name, and there's Savage Geese, Throttle House, Harry's Garage. Just you'll probably get, you know, like Google to suggest all those videos and we start watching car videos. Anyways, the thing I've been seeing lately are these people, these journalists getting like their dream cars, and it's a little bit annoying because like one video will show how they're doing a review on, let's say, the 911 GT3 RS, the latest one, the 2023, and they're like, this car is incredible, you know, it's $100-something thousand, but no one could get it for that amount. It's going for like $250,000 or $300,000, plus you need to know someone, or they're not, whatever, they're allocated, blah blah blah, and so it's really difficult to get. And then the next series of videos is like, oh, receipt of my 911 GT3 RS, and it's really annoying. It's like they're shoving it in your face. And I get it. I'd probably do the same exact thing. I don't know if I would brag about it as much, because obviously they're getting the hookup. They're not buying it like anyone else, and I'm assuming they're making a shitload of money, which is all good for them. But still, I'm just like, man, can you do it in some way that's like more humble? Like every single one of them is getting some attention to the fact that most viewers can't afford it or can't even get in line to get one. The other thing is, like, they'll do these reviews on just like the most exotic cars, and they don't do any kind of, like, not normal cars, but car enthusiast type cars. I guess there are other channels that do that, but they just don't have the production value that these other larger channels bring. And they're just like just crazy outrageous cars. I'm like, okay, whatever. I mean, they can only translate the experience of that car so much over the video, and you can't even relate to it because you have nothing to reference against. Anyways, I mean, part of the reason why I keep on making videos is I want to make, or I want to, what's it called, like, create some enthusiasm for this particular car. I don't know what the market is like on this car, but, you know, I feel like those of us who have it should, oh, it looks like okay, I got a little warning that my brakes or brake pad is low, which is perfect because I got brake pads, so I'll be doing that probably this week. Anyways, I kind of feel like there should be this series of videos where I showcase the car and try to, I don't know, generate some enthusiasm about it. Or those of us who have it should just post videos about it. Everyone's, you know, doing it with the 911s, and they're great cars and everything, but I was telling my buddy, like, if you took away the desirability of the 911 right now, the air-cooled ones, like the older ones, and you gave me this car and a 911, like an 85 911, or even like the 88 or 87 through 89, which is the ones I had before. So if you gave me those two cars and had me drive them, you know, for as long as I wanted, and asked me which one I wanted afterwards, I would choose this one. I mean, it's so much better in every way. But the fact that the 911s are so sought after right now, it just kind of makes you want that one more. And I feel like it's only because people haven't talked about this car as much. I mean, this car handles better, it's more powerful. For the equivalent era, it's so much better. I think the other thing too is, like, I think the average, you know, owner of a 928 is older. It's just an older dude who maybe doesn't you know, want to deal with all this GoPro shit, which I don't either. GoPro is literally the worst fucking thing. If you've ever tried to make a video or a series of videos with GoPro, it's just so annoying in every way. The setup, the user interface, the fact that it doesn't work all the time. I'm kind of like handcuffed into using it because I bought two of them. But man, if going back, I would not do it again. I don't recommend it. Go with a DJI or whatever. It's like no one's actually used it, or they don't give a shit that, you know, whatever, 50% of them have all these issues. They're just making money hand over foot. Anyways. So we'll see. I'm gonna edit this video and see how it turns out. I may not even post it, depending on how I come across. If I do, I may or may not continue based on the response, the viewership. Again, I just want to do a test to see if I get more views or more subscribers. I'm just kind of curious. Hell, if I was a woman, I'd probably already be making money. This guy looking at me.